Okay, hello coders. Welcome back. We are here again with another problem set scenario in Excel. So this particular Excel video is over finding out, grouping, grouping something and then finding out their total. Maybe we want to find out that what is the revenue generated for the commercial type of meter, or maybe the domestic type of meter, or maybe the industrial type of meter. So that's something like grouping. So here in the 15th row, there is something which is already being calculated out. It was from earlier Excel, something I did calculation with Excel, which is not required as of now. So I'll be pressing Control minus from my keyboard to delete that row. Now you can easily assume that beside each of the column level, there is a downward arrow, which basically means that this is a table, and we will be converting this particular table in fast. At first, it will be converting it to a range. Select this particular option from the design, convert to range. Now do remember this design tab is a contextual tab. This tab will only appear when you have uh, when you have converted a particular range of cells into table. Otherwise this design tab won't appear. This is a contextual tab and we are converting it to range. After that we will be doing a filter option. So we will be going to sort and filter, and from there custom sort, and the sorting will be done on this particular option type, not rate, sorry. It will be based on type, and then press OK. Now there is a particular catch. If you want to group, if you just select this particular commercial and then go to data tab and then select this particular group button, so it will be grouping commercial, that will be fine. But whenever we will be selecting this particular domestic one and then clicking on this group one more time, it will be extending the first commercial grouping along with this domestic. So what we need to do is that after each of the after each of these particular data type, we will be inserting a blank row. So Control Shift plus, again after industrial there will be a blank row. Now you can easily assume that there is only one two, let me select all these options and go to the status bar. It is showing count 5. So there are only 5 commercial. So selecting this 5 commercial won't be a pretty, it won't be a hard one. But you can easily imagine that if there are commercials maybe 15,000, it will be a hard job to do so. So what I will be doing is that we will be clicking on F to select the whole of the column, and we will be pressing Ctrl F from our keyboard, and we will be writing commercial. Okay, fine. And then let me check the spelling whether it is perfect or not. Yeah, commercial, find all. After that we will be selecting Ctrl A and then close, and from this group section will be rows. So grouping of the commercial is done. Again what we'll be doing is that we will be clicking on F, and then we'll be pressing Ctrl F, and we'll be writing domestic, and then we'll be selecting find all. After that we'll be doing Ctrl A and then close. Now it's the time to group this domestic one group. So select the rows, and domestic has been grouped as well. So if I collapse the commercial is collapsed. So now the time comes for the industrial section. So select, I will be clicking on F the column again, and for the last time Control F, I will be writing industrial. Fine. And what I'll be doing is that I'll be selecting find all and then Control A, then close, and then I'll be clicking on this group and then rows. Okay, yeah, rows. Okay, fine. So let's to tally the data, let's make some scenario. What is the total of the commercial, and what is the total for the domestic, and what is the total for the industrial? Let me summarize it, and then I will be making the calculation from this table to see whether the data is working perfectly or not. So we'll be doing equal to sum, and we'll, for the commercial one we'll be selecting all of these cell, bracket close, enter. For domestic we'll be doing the same operation, equal to sum, and we will be selecting the domestic totals, and after that close the braces and press enter. For the industrial section we'll be doing a similar kind of thing. So sum, select these options, close the braces and press enter. Now comes the time to tally whether my whether this particular grouping and ungrouping what I did, to analyze the data properly, whether it is working fine or not. So to do this particular option, we'll need to convert this to a table. So we'll be pressing Ctrl T from our keyboard. Alternatively, you can select this range of cell and go to the insert tab to convert this particular range of cells into a table. So I'll be pressing OK to convert it to a table. Now what we need to do is that, so domestic and industrial needs to be hidden first. So let's hide this. No. So we'll be clicking inside the table, and from this design again, which is a contextual tab, because I have converted it to a table, we need to select this particular option total row. So this is this is showing, this is showing sum. Very good. So we'll be hiding this particular domestic and then we'll be hiding the industrial. After hiding that, it is 22517. So it's working perfectly fine. Now we'll be collapsing the commercial as well. And for the domestic, for the industrial, it is 13308. Again, it is working, I think 13308, which is being shown here. It is perfectly fine. Now we'll be hiding this particular industrial and we'll be expanding the domestic one. So the domestic is 45591. Let me expand this one. And where is the data? Yeah, 45591. See, the data is working perfectly. Now what about domestic plus commercial? So I think I have made my point that it will be working fine. Still, this is the last set scenario which I will be showing it to you. So I will be selecting commercial and then commercial plus domestic. So maybe commercial plus industrial. Let's make it a bit odd kind of thing. So commercial plus maybe industrial. It would be a different kind of thing. So we'll be doing equal to sum. What we'll be doing is that we'll be selecting this range of cell total, comma, and then we'll be selecting this particular industrial, these two cells. Close the braces and press enter. It's 35825. Now we'll be collapsing this particular option domestic. So 35825. See, the data is tally. I mean, the data which we have done here, I'm being able to prove that I'm being able to do this properly. So what I will be suggesting you is that for my other Excel videos, you can watch it one time, and after watching it one time, you can code along. But for this particular video, you need to be very careful and you need to, look into this video once or twice if you want to achieve what I have shown it. I mean, whatever I have shown it to you, if you want to achieve it correctly, you need to do it. I mean, watch this particular video, once or twice or maybe thrice, and do practice it along so that you are able to be a successful MIS executive or data analyst. So what is the catch here? The catch here is that after selecting this particular range of cell, we will be going to the home section, and from there custom sort we will be sorting based on the column, and after that we need to insert a blank row. That is the catch. After each of the particular groupings, we will need to insert a blank row. So after commercial there is a blank row. After domestic also there is a blank row. Then we will be clicking on the column, and then it will be a hard job to select all of the commercial. Especially here it is, there are only 5 records, but imagine there are 15,000 records. Then it will be a very hard one, tough one to select all those 15,000 record. So what we will be doing is that we will be pressing Ctrl F from the keyboard, and then we will be writing here commercial or industrial, whatever it is, whatever the data is. Because the data which I am showing, it is not necessary that the data you will be working upon, though, the data won't be the same, the data would differ, but the theoretical concept which I am trying to explain to you, the theoretical portion, it will be the same. So what you will be doing is that find what industrial, and then you will be selecting on this particular option find all. After that, simply from the keyboard select this option Ctrl A and then close this dialog box. After that, you need to go to the data tab and select this particular option group. Now for this particular to find this particular this nice looking box where the aggregate function are being shown here, average count. To get hold of this box, you need to convert this particular range of data into a table. And from the contextual data tab, you need to go to this design section and select this particular option total row. So that's all. That's a pretty lengthy one. Compared to my other Excel videos, this is a pretty lengthy video because the topic was a lengthy one as well and a complicated one as well. Hope I'm being able to clear out properly. Till then, see you again for some another problem scenario. Happy coding, guys, and thank you.